It's important for me to teach the technical knowledge that I have and that I've gained through all these years. First of all, because I feel that it's been given to me, and I just feel that it's just right to pass it down. A lot of the research that I've been doing, a lot of the people that I've been meeting, there's a lot of opportunities that I've had to learn, and I'm just happy to be able to pass them down. That's one thing. But the other, and perhaps the most important, is farming is hard work. We put a lot of hours. It's a big dedication of our time to do this every day, day in, day out. Weeks turn into months, months, seasons, years. And, for me, from my perspective, the only way that I've been able to keep a balanced life and a balanced lifestyle is to have good techniques and good methods that make me really efficient. So that when I go into the fields and I do my work, I do it in the most economical way possible, and things roll from one to the other. And that allows me to finish at a certain point in my day, do other things, and have the perspective that yes, I'm putting a lot of hard work, but now that I know how to work better, it's not just hard work, it's smart work. And that has created the balance that I needed in my life to keep on pursuing this job of being a family farmer or an organic grower. And so that's why I think there's a lot of talk out there about how to make a lot of money per square foot on acreage, whatever. But in the end, it's there's design, but it's how you approach the small things on a daily basis, how you do one thing from start to the end, and methodology and technique will go a long way in making this the make or break of a career and the success of a grower. And so that's the reason why I'm pushing those ideas to people that perhaps it's new to them. Having a strong methodology of how to do things every step of the way, what it does to you is it allows you to first of all feel empowered so that you know what you're doing, and it's so much more easier to train others or to give directions to others when you're pretty sure about how to do things. And that makes a difference because when you're improvising a lot, it's fine when you're one or two, but when you're two, three, four people that are listening to your instructions, the clearer you can be, and the more concise and the more clear you are. I think the crew gets that, and then they follow in those steps, and then it's not just you saving time, it's your whole team. But in the end, you need to follow the right methodologies, and so that's one thing. But then also just for you, just to free up some mental space about how to do things. Once you know how to do things, I think it's so much more easier to do them. That when you're always kind of thinking about questioning. And the thing with farming is that if you've been farming organically for 25 years, you've planted potatoes 25 times. So every year you kind of need to relearn how to do this because you do it once a year. And so that's why I think to have clear instructions about how to do things visually. So that's the big difference. It's not just a book. It's me showing you these steps, and you are seeing what's going to happen so you can be prepared for those things. And so it's a lot of things, but I think that having the instructions given to you and feeling confident that what I'm providing to my students is also best practice or close to best practice in most of the things that I do, because that's my job, is to research those and to put those into trials here at this farm and to figure out the best way to do things every step of the way. And so that's the value proposition in all of this, I think, is just to be a better grower. And if you are able to be a better grower, I think you will clear space in your life to have a better life. And from there, you reap all the benefits of being a farmer without perhaps all the struggling that goes with it. And that's really, I think, the end game at this point in time. This course is also giving me the opportunity to mentor a lot of people in their own training and experiences, because, we're not all at the same stage. And, for me, in my learning curve, and for most of the things that I've been successful at, I've really been following in the footsteps of people that have been doing it successfully before me. And I've studied those people, may they be farmers or management people or people in my surrounding that are successful in what they do. And I've taken, and I still do, taking the time to see what they do and why it works. And so I'm a big fan of just kind of mimicking the success of others to implement it in my own field. So I'm a believer in that. Role model, I think, are really important. And to be able to provide that kind of guidance to people that are, either new to farming or still in the learning stages, it's just a great opportunity to help more people in their farming career and in their agricultural lifestyle by providing them guidance, by providing them some technical know-how, and also a role model. And we all need a role model. So if I can be that for somebody that's younger than me, that's great. So if I put myself in the shoes of people that are starting in farming, may it be their first year, second year, third year, whatever, what I'd like to be able to offer them is a strong guideline about how to do things every step of the way, and also a framework that is kind of different from perhaps what they know. In farming, a lot of the success is the little details that you make all the steps. And it's hard to implement them when you don't know them. So, if I can take somebody and diminish his learning curve, let's say going from learning all of these things, taking 5 or 7 years, and shrinking that to the first or second year, starting off with the right methods, with the right tools, with the right program, I think that you can get where you want to be faster. And, the first years are hard because you're building your clientele, you're building your infrastructure, and also you're learning, you're making a lot of mistakes. And that's, you'll always make the mistakes the first year, but I feel that if you're following a game plan that is established and that works, you're that better off. And so if I can help eliminate some of the mistakes, it's still going to be hard, but I think you'll get to the point faster. And I think that's how I can help with the masterclass.